Well, it's that time of year. Just kidding. What's going on? Just the most historic moment in financial history is about to happen with the merge that's coming up. What's his name? Vitalik Buterin or whatever, the CEO of Ethereum or the founder, has came out and announced that Ethereum will probably most likely finish up the Beacon merge on the 15th, 16th. Now, this being said, how is this going to play out in the markets? Well, this is what I'm thinking. So obviously the market, SPY, crypto, everything's all been tied together via ETFs. They just got the ETFs aspect implemented not too long ago, within the last month. And now everything is via ETFs, right? That's how they're getting their exposure to everything. Now, with that being said, if we go look at the Ethereum chart, what do we see? Well, let's go to the daily real quick. Turn on the MACD, take a look. Our MACD just crossed, okay? And also, we have our 21 MA sitting underneath the orange MA, which is the 50. 21 crossing from the underneath side to the 50 is very bullish, especially on the daily. And we also have a MACD cross on the daily as well. Basically, you can just pick any indicator you want. B bands are tight. RSI is fair value. So how are they going to play this? Well, let's put this up side by side real quick. So we have Ethereum. Let's just do Ethereum and SPY. Look at that candle. No, I need to sync the time, and I do not want that time frame. Okay, so I think we're going to see a run up into the merge. Now, as far as both sides of the equation, I feel like the stock market's going to trade a little bit more flat than this side over here. Because again, remember, they have the power to influence one side over the other via the ETFs. Now, considering we just had the MACD cross on Ethereum, let's see if I can get the MACD on SPY as well. SPY's more oversold than Ethereum. So what I'm thinking for SPY, we might see 400, maybe 405, and then we may trade flat. And I was thinking we might retrace down to that 380 mark before we close out the year. Because I firmly believe still, by the end of this year, we may see numbers 500, 500, 480 at the very lowest. But I'm really thinking we touch that 500 mark. But yeah, just think about this. You have the merge of Ethereum coming out, which, proof of stake from proof of work. It's always good to start from proof of work because you build trust network, you have a more sound and secure operation. And we have an FOMC meeting coming up. Now, with the FOMC meeting, this is where it gets interesting because if you look at options, let's go back to single view real quick. But yeah, if you look at the options, just in general, first of all, rates haven't been risen like this in quite some time. And the RHO in options is a huge factor when it comes to interest rate hikes. So we're going to go to, let's just go to the 16th. And by the way, the 16th has the most open interest out of any other date as far as expiration. And that's throughout the whole chain. So I can scan 5,000 SPY contracts right now with a command that I wrote, contract scan, and it's going to scan for us and let us know where the OI is, where the volume is. Highest volume is on 9/7/2022, and it's for 390. Strike price 390. I need to put the direction. Oh, it's a put for 390, and then you have a put for 375. So what I'm thinking is actually, you know what? This looks like it could be 390, maybe our floor before the closeout. So prepare for some crazy shit this month on both sides of the equation. Now, this is where also you need to pay attention because when I say crazy, do I mean one direction? No, the market goes in two directions, three directions even. But if the market starts pamping, it's probably going to wedge itself right in between these two gap lines here before we take off to finish out the year. But just remember that. When you're in the moment and the adrenaline's rushing and you're making money, going to the upside, everyone's a bull, you need to remember to turn into a bear again at the right time. Don't keep going with the market as far as up, because it's going to turn on you and leave you behind. You have to start building for the downside whilst you're near the top of the bull side. But yeah, I mean, we're going to see some stuff. I've been waiting for this for almost 2 years now. I've been researching into this for almost 2 years now. Been following most of everything that's been going on for the last 2 years. And, you know, I'm prepared for this shit, and I'm excited for it. So let's see what happens. But yeah, we just got confirmation. As far as MACD is concerned, let me look on here. SPY's still got some time, right, for the MACD to cross. RSI, this is a reset to give them more room to that downside. But I was thinking 380, but we'll see. 380 to 390 is what I'm thinking after tomorrow's bull run to 400, or maybe a little higher, and then we retrace until FOMC. And on the other side of the equation, with Ethereum, that's not Ethereum. With Ethereum, we're going to see a run into the merge on the 16th. They're going to get everyone over on crypto. It's going to be a bull rally just in time for the market to start pumping, but then everyone's going to keep holding Ethereum because the merge won't happen until the 16th or 15th, and that's when they're going to rug pull it, and they're going to pamp the markets for the FOMC. And when it comes to Rho, I forgot to tell you about Rho. When it comes to the Rho, the reason why this is a guarantee is if you look at the money in the markets, in the repo market specifically, that earn interest rate, and that's where the interest rates are rising. You can see the reflection of the interest rates rising in the repo market. So obviously, if you have $2 trillion and they raise the rates by 0.75 or 0.5%, there's this derivative of an option called RHO, the Rho. Now I want you to look at the Rho for all the way in December 2024. That is a 4.1. Go look up the calculation for Rho. This is a metric fuck ton. And during interest rate hikes, calls benefit by default. It's like almost like the opposite of a dividend. On dividends, puts benefit. On interest rate hikes, calls benefit. I mean, and they can't change these rules in 2 weeks. So this is already occurring. They're pricing in this Rho, but I mean, those are absurd levels of Rho. Even at 505, 510, you have 2.2. Oh, and by the way, the volume, let's look at the volume real quick. Let's see if there's any nasty volume on one of these today. Go to June. There's some right there. 2,000 volume, 460 for June of next year. 2450. 2450. So yeah, just brace yourself. I mean, this is a once in a lifetime thing that's about to happen. So just hope everyone's ready. I've done my work, and I'm just gonna sit back, and we got just a few weeks left here. So it's gonna be fucking interesting month, that's for sure.